What's up, guys? This is T-Man, and today we're talking about tiny guns with big boy energy. I'm talking pocket-sized pistols that hit like a freight train. The kind of carry guns you can hide in your hoodie but still trust to stop a threat if things ever go sideways. Now I'll be real with you. I used to carry full-size heaters like I was in an action flick. Glock 17, CZ75, even tried to appendix a 1911 once. Spoiler alert, it printed like a brick and jabbed me in the gut every time I bent over. So I started hunting for something smaller, but I wasn't ready to give up power. That's when I discovered these sneaky little killers. They're light, compact, and chambered in calibers that don't suck. Mostly 9mm, not that limp 22 stuff. So if you want a pistol that disappears into your pocket but still shows up when it counts, stick around. This list is going to surprise you. If you've got a little extra cash and want a pocket pistol that feels premium every time you draw it, the Kimber Micro 9 is that gun. Chambered in 9mm, this thing is built like a mini 1911. Slick, classy, and dead accurate. Yeah, that's right. Not 380, full-blown 9mm in a platform small enough to ride in your front pocket. That alone earns it some serious street cred. At 6.1 inches long, the Micro 9 lives up to its name, and it's built with the same precision and aesthetics that have made Kimber a favorite for 1911 fans. You've got a 6+1 capacity, a single-action trigger that breaks like glass, and a design that just feels right in the hand. There's a little weight to it, but that only helps tame the 9mm recoil, a big win when you're dealing with such a small grip area. Now let's talk real-world use. The Micro 9 shoots like a much larger pistol. Recoil is very manageable, follow-up shots come quick, and accuracy is excellent. But heads up, it's got some snag points, especially the prominent beaver tail and iron sights, which are very 1911-esque. If you're carrying in a pocket, you'll want a smooth draw holster to avoid hangups. Also, this ain't a budget blaster. The MSRP hovers around $790, which puts it near the top of this list in terms of price. But you're paying for premium materials, sharp machining, and a platform that performs well under pressure. Plus, it looks like $1 million. If you're a 1911 lover looking for something smaller without sacrificing power or style, the Kimber Micro 9 might just be your dream gun in miniature form. Coming in at number 2 is a pistol that needs no introduction. The Walther PPK. Yeah, the James Bond gun. But don't let the tuxedos and shaken martinis distract you. This pocket pistol is more than just a movie prop. It's an all-steel icon with a reputation that spans generations. At 6.1 inches in length, the PPK pushes the upper limit of what we'd call a pocket pistol, but it earns its place with a legendary blend of style, balance, and firepower. Well, firepower-ish. See, the original Bond version was in 32 ACP, which isn't exactly known for knockdown power. But the modern PPK is available in 380 ACP, which gives it just enough punch to handle business at close range. You're looking at a 6+1 capacity, classic fixed-barrel blowback action, and a surprisingly smooth double-action, single-action trigger for a gun this size. That all-steel construction does mean it's on the heavier side, but the bonus there? Way less recoil. It shoots smoother than you'd expect from a small gun. This bad boy costs around $699 MSRP. That's not chump change, and for that price, there are arguably more practical options out there. But let's be real, this one isn't just about performance, it's about presence. It's the kind of gun you show off at the range and carry when you want something that works and makes a statement. Just be warned, PPKs can be picky with ammo. So if you're planning on using one for personal defense, put in some range time and find the load it likes. If you want to carry like a legend and look damn good doing it, the PPK has your back. Sliding into the number 3 slot is Glock's little surprise package, the Glock G42. Now look, I know some of you are die-hard Glock fans and just perked up, and for good reason. The G42 brings all the Glock DNA, reliability, simplicity, durability, but packs it into a slim, pocket-friendly platform. It's just under 6 inches long, chambered in 380 ACP, and weighs in featherlight for everyday carry. Now, before you gripe about it not being a 9mm, just remember, Glock wasn't going for raw power here. They were going for something that's light, snag-free, and stupidly reliable, and they nailed it. The 6+1 capacity keeps it in line with other micro pistols, and the controls feel just like a full-size Glock. That means if you train with a Glock 17 or Glock 19, the muscle memory carries over almost perfectly. It's got that familiar trigger, slide serrations, and takedown simplicity Glock shooters love. But what really sets the G42 apart is the shootability. A lot of micro pistols feel snappy or twitchy in the hand. This one doesn't. It's balanced. The recoil is super manageable thanks to the low-bore axis, and the frame feels solid even though it's smaller. It's easy to rack, even under stress, and the slide serrations help you get a solid grip every time. MSRP is around $399, which puts it near the top tier for .380 pistols, but it's a Glock. You're paying for bomb-proof reliability and a massive aftermarket. Want custom sights? Easy. Extended mags? Done. Trigger kits? Knock yourself out. If you're already a Glock guy or gal and want something you can pocket carry without compromise, the G42 is your ride or die. Next up is a gun that's practically a household name in the concealed carry world, the Ruger LCP2. Now, I've carried this one myself, and let me tell you, it sets the gold standard for how small a gun can get while still being functional. At just 5.17 inches long and chambered in .380 ACP, the LCP2 is all about no-fuss carry. It's like the Swiss Army knife of pocket pistols, simple, lightweight, reliable, and always there when you need it. Ruger listened to the gripes about the original LCP and came back swinging with version 2. The trigger is cleaner, the grip texture is improved, and overall ergonomics are way better for a gun this small. The 6+1 capacity doesn't sound like much on paper, but it's more than enough for a self-defense encounter, especially considering how ridiculously fast you can get this thing out of a pocket or ankle rig. The low-profile sights are designed to avoid snags, because let's face it, nobody's lining up long-range shots with a gun this size. It's for up-close, get-out-of-trouble-right-now kind of moments. And in those situations, the LCP2 shines. It's lightweight, with almost zero printing, and doesn't shift around when you move. Price-wise, the MSRP is $349, but if you're looking to shave a few bucks, the original LCP, which is still a solid pick, can usually be found for $259. Sure, you're giving up a few modern touches, but the reliability is still there. This little guy is everywhere for a reason. It's a go-to for first-time carriers, backup guns, and anyone who just wants to toss a trustworthy heater in their pocket and forget about it until the moment counts. Sliding into number 5 is a micro carry pistol with big gun soul, the Sig Sauer P290RS. Now, Sig doesn't mess around when it comes to quality, and the P290RS is proof they can shrink down a serious 9mm into a package that still performs under pressure. With an overall length of just 5.5 inches, this bad boy is one of the smallest true 9mm pistols on the market. And yeah, it's compact, but it still feels like a Sig in the hand. You're working with a 6+1 capacity, which isn't jaw-dropping, but it's standard for this size. The frame is smooth and curved in all the right places for easy draws and minimal printing, and it comes with optional grip panels, which is a sweet bonus if you've got bigger mitts. That custom fit helps tame recoil surprisingly well. This thing doesn't buck like you'd expect from a Micro 9. Now, it's not without quirks. The double-action-only trigger takes some getting used to. It's long but smooth, and the wider-than-average 1-inch slide gives it a chunkier profile, which can slightly limit deep concealment, especially in tighter pants. But that width also helps with control. It feels like a bigger gun when you shoot it, which boosts your confidence when it counts. The MSRP comes in at $492, putting it in the mid-range tier for this list, but with Sig's build quality and reliability, that's a fair trade. It's rugged, accurate, and ultra-concealable. If you're looking for a discreet carry piece that still handles like it means business, the P290RS deserves a serious look. Pocket-sized? Absolutely. But don't let its size fool you. This little Sig's got fight in it. Slot number 6 goes to a pistol that proves you don't have to break the bank to carry smart, the Kahr Arms CT380. If you're ballin' on a budget but still demand dependability and real-world firepower, this one might be your go-to. It's chambered in .380 ACP, offers a 7+1 capacity, and measures in compact enough to qualify as a true pocket pistol. It doesn't flex hard in the looks department, but this thing is all about function over flair. The trigger pull is long and smooth, acting as a kind of built-in safety. There's no external safety to fumble with under stress. Just draw and press. That's a win in a high-pressure situation, but it also means you need some trigger discipline. The CT380 is minimalist in styling. No fancy slide serrations or crazy curves, but it works. That's the beauty of it. Just a simple, compact tool designed to save your bacon when things go sideways. There's some roughness around the edges, literally. The slide and frame aren't as smoothed out as higher-end guns, so snag potential is there. It's not terrible, but if you plan to pocket carry, make sure you're rocking a holster that accommodates those edges. Also, like a lot of cars, it needs a break-in period. Put a few boxes of ammo through it before you start trusting it for EDC, and you'll find the action smooths out nicely over time. Priced at about $419, the CT380 is a no-nonsense utilitarian option that delivers more than you'd expect at this price point. It's not flashy, but it's reliable, and when it comes to concealed carry, that's what really counts. Coming in hot at number 7 is a pistol that's not just good. It's downright gorgeous, the Beretta Pico. Now, this gun gets a lot of flack from folks who don't understand what it's for. But let me tell you, if you're after ultimate concealment, the Pico doesn't just compete, it wins. This pistol is ridiculously thin, just 0.71 inches wide and a bit over 5 inches long. Translation, it'll disappear into your pocket like a set of keys. Seriously, you'll forget it's there until you need it. Chambered in .380 ACP, it's not a thumper like a full 9mm, but it's soft shooting and quick on the draw. You get 2 6-round mags out of the box, which is enough to handle most self-defense situations. What really makes the Pico shine is its thoughtful design. Fully ambidextrous mag release, adjustable sights, and a smooth, snag-free slide that's built for fast pocket draws. Plus, the low-bore axis makes recoil super manageable. Now, does it have flaws? Sure. It's not exactly a range toy, and the slide can be a little stiff if you've got weaker hands. But in terms of concealment and reliability, the Pico punches well above its weight. It's priced at around $300, making it one of the most affordable deep conceal carry options from a reputable brand. Toss in some high-pressure plus P hollow points, and suddenly, this Micro 380 becomes a serious contender for close-range defense. At number 8, we've got a pocket powerhouse that's rugged, reliable, and totally underrated. The Kel-Tec P11. This gun doesn't win beauty pageants, but trust me, it hits. While most pistols in this category are chambered in .380 ACP, the P11 packs a full 9mm, giving it a noticeable edge in stopping power. Add to that a 10+1 capacity, and suddenly you've got a serious contender hiding in your waistband. This pistol was once one of the smallest 9mm carry guns on the market, and while newer models have pushed boundaries even further, the P11 still holds its own. At just 5.6 inches long, it rides small, draws quick, and doesn't print much, even with that double-stack mag. The frame is all polymer, and while it feels a bit utilitarian, the payoff is in weight and durability. This thing was built for function, not finesse. Now, it's not the smoothest shooter out there, the trigger pull is long, and the overall look is more toolbox than showpiece. But here's the kicker. It's easy to carry, reliable, and cost-effective with an MSRP of around $347. That's a lot of bang for your buck, literally. The recoil can be a little snappy for a 9mm this size, and some folks find the grip angle a bit awkward. But if you can work past that, and you should, you've got yourself a compact 9 with more capacity than just about anything else in this size class. The Kel-Tec P11 is a blue-collar workhorse. It's not fancy, but when things get real, this little tank delivers big. Coming in at number 9 is a true throwback that's anything but outdated. The Colt 380 Mustang. Don't let the name fool you. This isn't a revolver, and it's not some beefy full-frame 1911 either. Nope, the Mustang is Colt's slick little tribute to the classic 1911 design, shrunken down for your pocket but still packing serious attitude. Chambered in .380 ACP, this pistol keeps it classy with a 6+1 capacity, 5.5-inch overall length, and a construction that balances old-school steel with modern polymer. So, what makes this pony run? First off, that single-action trigger, crisp, clean, and a dream to shoot for a pocket gun. You get the reassuring feel of a 1911, including the safety features and frame-mounted thumb safety, but in a size that's easy to carry all day without printing or dragging down your belt. It also looks good, real good, with its stainless steel slide giving it just enough shine to turn heads without being flashy. The Mustang isn't perfect. It's got some snag potential thanks to the exposed hammer and traditional styling, so drawing from a tight holster or pocket takes a bit of finesse. But once you've practiced the draw, this little Colt handles beautifully. It's lightweight, but not toy-like, and feels solid enough to give you confidence in a bad situation. MSRP lands at around $599, so it's not the cheapest 380 in town. But you're buying heritage, performance, and a classic design that still holds its own in the age of polymer pistols. If you want something that shoots smooth, looks sharp, and honors one of the most iconic platforms in gun history, the Mustang is ready to ride. 10. Smith & Wesson M&P Bodyguard. Now, rounding out our top 10 is a compact classic built for one purpose: personal protection. The Smith & Wesson M&P Bodyguard 380 might just be one of the most dependable pocket pistols in the game. Measuring only 5.3 inches long, this thing was born to disappear in your pocket, waistband, or ankle rig without a trace. It's chambered in 380 ACP, which delivers low recoil and decent stopping power in tight situations. The 6+1 capacity keeps it in line with the class standard, and the controls are intuitive and easy to reach, even under stress. The pistol has that M&P look, tactical and functional, with no gimmicks. It's slim, it's light, and it just works. But let's get honest, it's not perfect. The trigger breaks later than it should, and it can throw off your rhythm until you adjust. Fortunately, there are aftermarket trigger mods available that smooth things right out. And disassembly? Not the easiest in the bunch. It takes a little patience and finesse, but once you learn it, it's no big deal. The $379 MSRP makes this a strong value buy, especially considering the brand reputation behind it. You're getting a proven performer with a solid track record. Just be aware, if you've got big hands, this one may feel a bit undersized. The grip real estate is minimal, so make sure it fits you before committing. Still, for most people, the Bodyguard is a fantastic everyday carry option. Lightweight, easy to conceal, and dead simple to operate. It's called the Bodyguard for a reason. It's there when you need it, ready to defend. So there you have it. 10 pocket-sized killers that don't flinch when the pressure's on. Whether you're after a sleek micro 380 or a full-powered 9mm that disappears in your waistband, there's something on this list that fits the bill. These aren't just backup pieces anymore. They're frontline defenders, built for real-world carry in a world that's anything but predictable. Remember, the best gun in the world is the one you've actually got on you when it matters most. So, which one's your ride-or-die pocket pistol? Drop your pick in the comments, give that like button a workout, and hit subscribe so you never miss the next drop.